here all the way from Montreal, and he's a health entrepreneur, software developer, and he's also the CEO of Medexa. Tonight, he'll be speaking about the lessons he's learned founding a health technology company. Welcome, Ian.
Thanks, Maggie. Bonjour à tous. Hi to everyone. So today I want to share with you the lessons I learned founding my company. I'm a first-time entrepreneur, and I made a couple of mistakes, and I learned my lessons. I want to share with you today what I learned. So Medexa is a clinic management platform, and EMR made for rehabilitation clinics. It's now used by more than 2,000 practitioners for 30 different kinds of rehab professionals. It's used across Canada, in France, and in Haiti. It's for private clinics, small hospitals, and schools. So a brief history of Medexa. I started Medexa in 2012 when I met my co-founder, Frédéric, who's an osteopath, and he wanted to do his charting on iPad. And at the time, he tried a couple applications, and there was nothing fitting for his needs. So he asked me if I wanted to develop an iPad application for him to do his charting on, and I said, absolutely not. A couple months later, I changed my mind because I thought maybe there was a business opportunity there. And I called him back and I told him, I'm going to build you a prototype, and if you can prove me we can sell it, we'll build a company. And this is what he did. He called a couple clinic owners he knew, and they were interested in what we were doing. So in November, we started the development of the first version of Medexa, and it took us a year and a half to build the first version, which came out in June of 2015. Fast forward in 2018, and I'm going to talk about those 3 years. We launched in June of 2015, And in June last year, we did our pre-seed round, which allowed us to grow a team from 4 people to 10 people. And this is where we're at today. So why did we start Medexa? Well, first, it was to help practitioners. We wanted them to reduce the time they spend on management and give them more time with their patients. But it was also to help clinics. We noticed that there was a lot of software for rehabilitation clinics, and every rehabilitation professional had their own management software, and they were all outdated and expensive. So we thought, what if we can build something that will work for every kind of rehab profession? So that way we can keep our costs our pricing very low, and we can give a solution affordable for all sizes of clinics. But it was also to centralize data. By having a unique patient record where every kind of professional can work together, they can share information to have a better understanding of their patient's history to do better treatment plans. So what went wrong at first? Our growth expectation, it was slow. It went slower than expected, and that's because the product wasn't market fit at launch. The pricing was wrong, and we had no clue how to sell it. So this is what I had in my first version of the business plan, and I was very wrong. This is what happened. But why was it slow at first? As I said, the product wasn't market fit. We did a poor market research. We thought we could sell our software with only charting and scheduling, but clinics needed way more than that. They needed billing, reporting, links to government entities. And this is what we did between 2015 and 2018. We built all those features and way more for the product to work for rehabilitation clinics. Our pricing was wrong. It took a year of trials and errors to find the right pricing structure for Medexa. And just to give you an example, Medexa was 4 times the price it is right now at launch. We weren't able to sell at all. And we didn't know how to sell our software. We thought we could cold call clinic owners, and that is not working. Healthcare practitioners are very busy people. And at that time, 50% of our marketing was for cold call, online marketing, and printed marketing, and 50% for congresses and shows. Nowadays, it's 90% for congresses and shows because that's the only place where you can showcase your product, and they will take the time to listen to you. So 3 lessons I learned starting Medexa. The first one is about my business model, which is a software as a service. It's a great business model, but it's very long to build. You need either a lot of time or a lot of money. But if you manage to do it, it's strong. It's recurring revenue. The growth is exponential, and it's a very strong business model. The importance of mentors. If I had a mentor when I started my company, I would have probably not have made those mistakes, and now I have mentors, and I like to think that I'm making less mistakes now. And the importance of partnership. The healthcare industry is a niche market. Everybody knows each other, and trust is a very important part of selling your product. And if you don't have trust at first, one way to do it is to partner up with companies that are already trusted by healthcare professionals. So yeah, I hope if somebody here starting is a software company in the tech industry, that you can learn from what I did wrong and the lessons I learned, and you can grow up faster than I did.
Hi, thanks for your talk. I was just wondering what the competitive landscape in your space was when you started, whether you had any competitors, and how you managed to kind of get out of that into the company you are now.
I have a lot of competitors. The market was completely saturated, but as I said, everything that was available to them at that time was outdated and very expensive. So the way we managed to enter that market is by having a great online cloud product and having a low-cost product.
So were you guys the first players in like the cloud?
No, there was another one in BC. So we're based in Montreal. They are in Vancouver, so it was good.
Like a geographical.
We didn't fight each other for a long time.
Okay, thanks.
Ian, it takes a lot of guts to admit your mistake, so good on you for sharing it with us. Thank you. I'm curious to know, as you worked through the problems and you solved those things, you came up with the right answers, what were the sources of information that helped you the most? It seems to me that if you got a bunch of practitioners in the room and workshopped it with them, that would be part of it, but I'm sure there were other sources of insight.
Yeah, our clients for sure helped us a lot, but trial and errors, mostly trial and errors.
What's next?
Next is our expansion in Canada. We're based in Montreal, so most of our practitioners are in Quebec, but we're slowly expanding across Canada, also in South America.
After you got your pre-seed investments, did you get other investments?
I'm sorry?
Did you get other investments in pre-seed?
I had private investors, yes, for my pre-seed round, and it was half the lent money by the BDC and half private investors, yeah. A couple friends that had money.
Why Haiti and South America? Just because they're less competitive markets?
No, because a sales rep approached us. She was already selling Microsoft solutions for small hospitals in Haiti, and she contacted me saying, I think I could sell your product there. And I said, okay, let's do it.
That's convenient. I had a question. I was wondering, those partnerships with the trusted organizations in healthcare, how did you form those relationships? Was it organically, you made one friend, or how did it go?
Yeah, organically. While doing shows and congresses, I met a lot of people, and I guess they liked me and they wanted to partner up. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks.